guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Johanna. For those of you who are new here, welcome. For those of you who are returning, welcome back. A great big shout out to my channel members for supporting my channel. Thank you. All right, so we are going to be setting up the next week in June, which is June 16th through whatever. This is my Spy Family cover, Hobonichi Cousin Avec. We are finishing up June. This is a new guy to my arsenal. My boss had introduced me to Labubu. She'd shown me a picture and it's so ugly, it's cute. My brother was actually able to find one for me. I'm a little obsessed. It is a keychain. This will actually stay safe and sound here in my room. I've had keychains that I've had on my bag that I take to work, and somewhere between work and home I've lost keychains, so I don't want to lose this guy because it's really kind of hard to find. So I'm going to put him away. This was a little tag that came with it, so it's just in here. He is the sea salt coconut macaroon Labubu. So, and I cut this from the box, and so I'm going to keep this in here. And then my brother also found some of the one-piece Labubus. Let me show you the two that I have. Now these are not soft. These are like vinyl toys. And the ones he was able to find for me, it's a blind box kind of thing, was Sanji and Zoro. And so they're actually right above me. And this was from the box. I just rounded the corners and I like to have them in here. And then these are actually the wanted posters for both of those characters. I'd actually been on Pop Mart the day that these were released. I had things that I wanted in my cart, and by the time I was able to check out, they had sold out. So yeah, these are the stickers that I'm using for the weekly section. So I've already got it so that this is the work week. It is a full work week for me, although I do have an in-person meeting at my campus for a change, although that's been annoying, so whatever. So there's actually probably not a lot of space that I'm going to need. Once I'm done with this, I'll actually show you last week. And I think I'm going to continue that format because it actually was slightly different. And so like I've been doing, I'm going to put a big sticker on the weekend because that's where I do a little bit of journaling. And actually, let's look at last week. And that honestly is currently the current week because it's at the 14th. I'm actually all done with my daily section with the stickers. So let's see. No, that one's too wide. Nope. Oh, that one's nice. And that one fits really nicely. So that's a contender. And this is a contender, but also too wide. But this one's pretty too. Nope, I like that one. And I can cut off the little bit there. So let me put that down. I've had people ask me where the stickers are from, and I actually got these from Temu, and I'm so sorry. But I've looked back. I even looked back at my order, and these are sold out. I've tried to search for more, and I can find similar ones, but not these exactly. So if I ever come across them, either on Temu or on Amazon, because a lot of times things will eventually pop up there, then I will let you guys know and put it in the description box. And Annette, I definitely will let you know and just DM you via Instagram. But so far I haven't had any luck trying to find these again. Okay, so this is the Sarasa pen that I'm using in the daily section, but I have been using this Pilot Juice Pen 0.38 in the weekly section, and I do like to keep that consistent, so I'm going to keep that the same. I'm going to use the lines from, yeah, it's that line right there from the previous week. And I'm actually going to set up Wednesday as if it were just a regular work day, because during those meetings, I tend to still work throughout the day or throughout the meeting. I only kind of half pay attention. And honestly, considering what the topics are for the upcoming meeting, probably not going to lose anything in that. And then I'm going to split this. And this is actually slightly different from last week, and I'll tell you why I changed it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So don't know why I'm counting. It doesn't actually matter. Now this layout, which is pretty much the layout that I've had mostly, is actually inspired by Tori on Paper. Yeah, Tori on Paper, where she was using this top section for a variety of different things, trackers and whatnot. And then she was writing her daily to-dos at the bottom. And all of the previous months that I have done, it has been switched. And I kind of like that juxtaposition, although I moved the lunch back to here, and I'm going to see how I feel about having the color at the top of the page, the middle of the page, and the next month or next week, if I remember, putting it at the bottom of the page, and I'll see how I like the difference of that. This is the color that I'm using both in the weekly and the daily section. It is a mild liner, but it is, I think, one of their newer colors, so the color is written in Japanese. It's sort of this kind of like sagey lime green goldenrod. I don't know, I like it. So this at the top here is where I'll put the location that I'm at. And then one of these will be the word of the day. One of these will be the tarot pull of the day. This is what I've had for lunch during my work week. And this is where I put my completed tasks. I've had intentions of changing up the layout to maybe go either like a dashboard or horizontal, but my tasks have actually still been pretty heavy on a day-to-day basis, and this I just find the most conducive. This is an open space right here, and then this I'm going to put down some stickers. And I think we can go for the gold one. This is also something I had picked up from Temu. Let me go ahead and put this down because it's not cut, so I have to kind of fussy cut it. And I'm sorry for both the glare and the holographic because it's very shiny. But let me put this down and I'll be right back. All right, so I put one down. If I need to, I can always put some more. I do want to do my tracker. And it's actually really straightforward. So I just put the week on the side. And each one of these grid spaces actually means something. And I found if I'm going to be the most successful at doing a habit tracker, it has to be in the weekly section. I can't have it anywhere else, or I'm not going to do it. Color and 48 ounces of H2O. At least 2 servings of fruits and vegetables. Did I cook lunch and did I cook dinner? So we have a little bit of space right there. But I might actually hold off and add some other sticker later or just leave it blank. It's actually not a lot of deco on the page, but it's just enough to make this pretty for me, and that certainly helps me. This was last week. Wednesday was a holiday here in Hawaii. It was King Kamehameha Day, so I already took up the space when I had set this up. And again, I kind of like the layout. There is nothing earth-shattering. It's just moving some things, but I think it's interesting enough that, you know, I can switch back between completed tasks at the top versus completed tasks at the bottom. I could even go in the middle. I just have to be very aware of what I'm writing down because I'm so used to going to certain spots in here where it helps, especially after Monday. We already have kind of a layout. Oh, no, that doesn't go there. Or that doesn't go there. Like I said, it's currently the 14th, so I still need to do the tracker for today. And I'm going to finish the video as I've done with the lunches that I've eaten for the first 2 weeks of June. If anything, I'll probably do these videos every couple of weeks. I still actually need to upload the one that finishes out May, but my anxiety and my workload has been such that, you know, I might film a video, but getting around to editing it and then loading it and then doing all the YouTube stuff for it just hasn't really happened. But I'm doing the best that I can. Anyway, guys, I'd love to know what you guys think of this current spread, how you guys are doing. Certainly let me know in the comment section below. All right, well, that's it for me for now. And as always, aloha. Hey guys, lunch for today, Monday, June 2nd, happy June, is a breakfast platter from our cafeteria. There's bacon, sausage, egg, and rice. First meal of the day, water throughout. I am in the middle of a big project. I finished a meeting, I'm going into another meeting, so I'm gonna scarf this. I'm gonna add a bunch of ketchup and Tabasco. And then I have a grape Gatorade to wash it all down. Or I also already had a coffee for this morning. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Hey guys, lunch for today, Tuesday, June 3rd, is a compilation of leftovers. We had leftover noodles, bacon, a hot dog, some chicken fried steak. And so I just kind of stir fried that all together. We had just a little bit of white gravy that's in there too. There's a fried egg because it wouldn't fit in the egg container, so that's in there too. And then a side order of cherries. First meal of the day, water throughout, and I will be having a coffee or something sweet, or maybe both, later on this afternoon. See you guys later. Hey guys, lunch for today, Wednesday, June 4th, is some of the leftover noodles from yesterday. That's the last of it. We had some Jollibee leftover chicken from a few nights ago, so I turned that into a chicken salad. It's the chopped up chicken, both strips, and the one on the bone I just deboned. I also include the skin for both flavor and crunch. I added some Mrs. Dash and mayo to taste. I let it sit for a while. That is the chicken strip sauce. It's kind of peppery, so I'm going to add it to some of this. I've got some pickles and some tomatoes. First meal of the day, water throughout, and I do plan to have coffee and something later on this afternoon. All right, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Hey guys, lunch for today, Thursday, June 5th, is a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, some green grapes, and a leftover coffee from this morning. Water throughout. That's it for today. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Hey guys, lunch for today is a mishmash of leftovers. So there was a half a jar of spaghetti sauce. This is still some leftover noodles I cooked earlier in the week. There's some taco meat in here, some refried beans in here because we had nachos the other night. And then I added some nacho cheese and another package of taco seasoning. And some corn, and it actually tastes really good. I've got some butter bread on the side, cherries for dessert, well, for the one of the fruit vegetable components for lunch, water throughout, and I do have an iced coffee for later on. Oh, today is Friday, June 6th. Anyway, that's it for this week. Hope you guys had or have a great weekend. Bye. Hey guys, lunch for today, Monday, June 9th, is a tuna sandwich from 7-Eleven, a bag of chips, and an apple. Actually, I had some cherries earlier, water throughout, and I kind of ran out of the morning, so I won't be having a coffee today, probably tomorrow. Anyway, that's it for today. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Hey guys, lunch for today, Tuesday, June 10th, is some kimchi bowl and it's actually kimchi bowl noodles, but not the seasoning packet. But I stir-fried some kimchi with some pork hash and some other cabbage I had made last night and some green onions, and I put that on top of the kimchi bowl, and I just added bouillon for seasoning. Some cantaloupe, a Spam bacon and egg musubi, and some pickled radish on the side. First meal of the day. Oh, water throughout. Sorry. And yeah, that's it for today. I'll see you guys on Thursday. Tomorrow is a holiday here in Hawaii. It is King Kamehameha Day, and so I'm off, and I therefore will not be filming my lunch. All right, I'll see you guys later. Hey guys, lunch for today, Thursday, June 12th, is actually a surprise lunch, and it's because I had made some brown gravy, or hamburger brown gravy, on Monday. I thought it was gone, and then I was going through the fridge and I found it, so I mixed that with some cabbage. I've got a side of rice, some daikon, and some kimchi. I've got some cantaloupe there and an iced coffee for later. First meal of the day, water throughout. See you guys tomorrow. Hey guys, lunch for today, Friday. Oh, Friday the 13th, June 13th, is leftovers. We had rotisserie chicken on Monday, or that's when it was purchased. I made some soup with it, so that's some of it. There's actually still a little bit more. We had hot dogs last night, but no hot dog buns, so I turned the leftover hot dogs, I fried it, and then just put it on a hamburger bun, which we did have. Cherries, first meal of the day, water throughout, and I'll probably have a coffee later on this afternoon. Our last meal for this week, so hope you guys had or have a great weekend. Bye.